Greetings and welcome to another video. It's Saturday 28th of January 2023 and I'm at Apley Woods in Montgomery right now. Now there are some amazing places to explore around Telford, some really fun places to explore around Telford, and I would gladly visit those places over and over again whenever I can. That said, Apley Woods has to be my favourite place in all of Telford, or at least one of my top 5 favourite places. It's such a beautiful place and I loved coming here as a kid and as a teenager, and well, now I've grown up a bit more, I've come to appreciate the place a lot more than I used to. So that brings us to today's video. Well, I thought it'd be good to come and explore where I am, basically. Come back to Apley Woods. Now, I know I've made a couple of videos about Apley Woods in the past, but it seemed the right thing to do to come back here today and do another video. So yeah. To begin with, as you can see, there's a brand new signpost introducing you to Apley Woods, which I think is absolutely amazing. We've got a new signpost here, but we'll get back to this in a moment. If we look here, you'll see this path. If we were to follow the path in the direction I'm facing, that'll eventually take us to Dot Hill and Shorebirch. But we're not going that way today, nor are we going that far either. Now from here, following the exact same path, but going off in this direction instead, that I'm now facing, following this path along here will take you down to Montgomery, and Montgomery Spa to be precise. Now we're not going to go that way, we're not going to go back into Montgomery, but what I do want to do is have a look at this signpost here, which is new. Well, it's new to me anyway, I've not seen this before today. And as you can see, it points toward Horton Wood and Telford Town Centre, both of which, as you can see, points off in the direction I'm now facing, with Horton Wood being 3/4 of a mile away and Telford Town Centre being 5 miles away from here. So yeah. And if we have a look back at the sign, you can see Bratton is 4 miles away from here, but to get to Bratton you have to go either through Apley Woods or following the path to my left toward Dot Hill. I'm not sure which path would be the best path to take to get to Bratton from here, but in either case, as you can see, just follow the sign. But we're not going to be going to Bratton today. Planning to make that another video for another day, but we'll sort that out in due time. As for today, we'll just return to the signpost about Apley Woods here. Apley Woods Local Nature Reserve. And as you can see, we've got a map of Apley Woods with Apley Pool at the top of the map. You've got various walk routes to explore, all colour coded. As you can see at the moment, this is where we are. The Apley Wood, Duck Pond, Energy Rising Structure, which is something I'm going to be looking at, hopefully. Apley Pool. Apley Castle. The original Apley Castle still stands today, adjacent to the west side of Apley Woods. Built around 1270, the castle is Grade 2 listed and has its own chapel and great hall, and was once surrounded by its own moat. It was renovated in 1996 and is now 8 privately owned properties. The energy rising sculpture, located in the heart of a woodland, is a very unusual carved stone structure called energy rising. It is believed to symbolise the lava emerging from the earth. Further along the path, you will find the ornate stone chairs situated within the former fleur-de-lis garden area. Site of a Georgian manor house. The magnificent Georgian manor house was the centrepiece of a 900-acre estate with its grand gardens and vistas. The clay to make the bricks was dug from a nearby Apley Pool. Sadly, it became too expensive to maintain, and on 18th November 1955, the entire house was demolished and sold off. The Apley Woods dovecote dates from the 18th century. The lower story is vaulted and provided storage space and access to the upper level. In this upper level are the nest holes for the birds. Ice house. When King Charles II had cherries, strawberries and ice cream served at a special occasion in April 1667, it caused quite a sensation. Outside ice houses was soon a feature of many wealthy estates. Apley's ice house is believed to date from the 18th century. This map and guide is designed to help you find your way around Apley Woods, giving an idea of some of the area's historic features, points of interest and suggested walk routes. With its 56 acres of meadows, pools, trees and winding footpaths, Apley Castle and its woods are a fine example of a 19th century landscaped woodland. Records mention woodland on this site as far back as 1300. However, the present woods were largely created as part of the ornamental gardens to the Georgian manor house, built in 1792 and subsequently demolished in 1955. The woodland's historical interest and rich diversity make it extremely valuable. Many of the species of wildlife to be found in Apley Woods, especially some of the birds and bats, are of ecological importance. Keep an eye out for woodland birds such as the nuthatch, tree creeper, buzzard and the green and great spotted woodpeckers. You might also catch a glimpse of a tiny goldcrest among the coniferous trees and the grey heron on one of the three pools. Apley has a fine collection of trees which range from semi-natural woodland to ornamental specimens from all over the world. Of particular note are the trees in the Yew Avenue, where individual specimens have been aged at over 300 years, and the large red oak, which is mentioned in Andrew Morton's book Trees of Shropshire, is one of the outstanding specimens in the county. Details of a tree trail can be found on the website. So yeah, some really interesting information going on there, in my opinion. And if we look over at the gate, If we look over here, as you can see, it's a section of the Telford T50 50-mile trail. So without further ado, let's go inside and explore. Now, one path we can possibly take is this little path to my right here. There's been a lot of people, especially dog walkers, coming by this way along there. But what I'm going to do is stick to this path in front of me, and yeah, we'll go along this way for a bit. Now, normally when I visit Apley Woods, the first direction I would go in is in the direction I'm facing right now. But what I'm going to do instead today is maybe change it up a little bit. And I'm going to go this way instead. The reason why I'm going to go this way is because, as you can see, this way is part of the Telford T50 50-mile trail. And if we look here, you've got this signpost for Wellingtonia. Now, I could be wrong, but that might be a reference to this tree here. That's a beautiful tree, that is. As you can see, well, as you could hear and maybe see from a few minutes ago, Apley Woods is a very popular location. You've got dog walkers, kids playing, exploring. I think in Telford, or at least maybe this part of Telford, Apley Woods is definitely one of the most popular places people like to come and visit, and with good reason too. As we can see, the Telford T50 50-mile trail does go off in this direction, because as you can see, yeah, it goes off. And this is the U Avenue. Definitely one of the most impressive parts of Apley Woods. But we'll come back to this in a few moments. What I want to do is come over here, and we're going to be having a look at the duck pond, which is just over here. Beech tree. As you can see, this is one of the more open areas of Apley Woods. As you can see, we're back at the park bench we were at a few minutes ago, and from here we're going to reconnect to the Telford T50 50-mile trail, and this is the signpost we saw a few minutes ago before going to the duck pond. And we're going to follow the Telford T50 mile trail along here, which, as I said earlier, is one of the most impressive parts of Apley Woods. Now, I don't know how long this part of Apley Woods has been part of the Telford T50 mile trail, but it is good. It's very good. You know, I admit, I wonder what it's like to walk along this very path when it's just snowed. You know, snow everywhere. The peacefulness and tranquility that would bring being here, walking along in fresh snow. Here we've got some information going on. For hundreds of years, the Apley estate was home to one of the most famous families in Shropshire, the Charltons. The first house on the estate was owned by Alan de Charlton. In 1327, he received permission from King Edward III to embattle and fortify his house. In the late 1500s, the castle was altered and enlarged. During the Civil War, 1641 to 1652, it was a scene of divided family loyalties and violent clashes between royalists and parliamentarians. By the late 1700s, the Charlton home was in a state of disrepair. In 1791, plans were agreed for a new Georgian-style mansion to be built on the Apley estate. The original castle was converted into stables and outhouses. Over the years, these too fell into disrepair until 1996, when the castle was rescued and converted into 8 privately owned homes, which can still be seen today. The Georgian-style mansion was demolished in 1955, ending the reign of the Charlton family on the Apley estate. Edward, by the grace of God, King of England, Lord of Ireland, and Duke of Aquitaine, to his loyal and faithful subjects, to whom these present letters may come, greeting. Know ye that of our special favour we have granted and given license for us and our heirs to our beloved and faithful Alan de Charlton to fortify and emball his mansions of Apley and Withthud in the county of Salop, with a wall of stone and mortar, and these mansions so fortified and embattled to hold for himself and his heirs forever, without let or hindrance of us or our heirs, instacaries, estators, sheriff or others, or bailiffs or servants, whomsoever, in testimony of which we have caused these our letters patent to be made. Witness ourself at Topcliffe on the 10th day of July and first year of our reign. If we look over here, we've got another signpost which looks new. Apley Woods Local Nature Reserve. It's a notice board, and the only information I can see on it is information provided by friends of Apley Woods. Interesting. If we look over here, the path goes off in different directions. We've got going off that way, this way, or over here. That way is where we've come from. So what I think we're going to do is explore this way. Now, the last time I came along this path, I'm sure there was some wooden sculptures along this path, which I'd like to have a look at if they're still here. So that's what I'm looking for at the moment. So yeah, can't see them at the moment, but let's see if they're further along the path. I think I've found what I'm looking for. This bench. I think this has been in Apley Woods since I was a teenager. I do remember seeing this time and time again over the years, and I loved it. I always enjoy seeing this in front of me right here. There's one more thing I want to have a look at before I finish this video, because it's gone on for half an hour now. It's this gate here. So we've just come through. Right. What you're looking at the moment is the Princess Royal Hospital in Montgomery. And this path here, if we were to follow it in the direction I'm facing, that will lead us back to where we started this video. While on the other hand, following the path in this direction now, going that way will take you to Dot Hill and then later Shorebirch. But what I want to focus on is this entrance to Dot Hill. Sorry, this entrance to Apley Woods. I loved coming by here when I was a kid, coming past this gate. I don't know why, but this particular entrance into Apley Woods was always one of my favourites. It always fascinated me, this gate. Can't remember why, but I just loved it. So what I'm going to do is finish this video here at this point, and hopefully I'll be able to make one more video this afternoon before it gets dark, because there's going to be at least one more feature I want to have a look at before finishing today. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching this video. I do appreciate it. I know I've not been able to show much of Apley Woods in this video, but I hope I've been able to show something beautiful here, something really nice and worth seeing. So yeah, but thank you for watching this video. Take care, and I'll see you all soon in the next video.